Hi, my name is Thomas Keck, and I'm a consulting engineer over here at Swimlane. And today we are going to take a look at how the Turbine platform can help a security analyst not only have a single spot where you can see all the cases across the different tools, but help speed up the investigation and remediation of those cases. Because as a Turbine user, I have access to dashboard and reporting, so that way I can see at a glance exactly what do I need to know to start working. Like, what are the cases that require attention? What's the active queue? Are there any ongoing incidences? Or like, what is the breakdown of cases by priority or anything else that I need to understand? So that way I can come in here and say, like, hey, here is what is available and ready for me to start working on. And then within the case, the Turbine platform is going to do a variety of different steps before an analyst even sets eyes on it. So for one, it's going to ingest the alert with all the relative details. It's going to run it through correlation to see, like, have we seen anything similar previously? It is then going to leverage a knowledge base and search for any articles that may have some guidance that we've already defined for this case type. And then it's going to leverage tools like your threat intelligence tools as well as AI to be able to provide additional context. So that way, as I come into the case, I claim it, I already have an understanding of, hey, what is the summary, and then what are any of the recommended actions. So we can see that this is a alert that has to do with a user that is within some geolocations that is abnormal for that user. And then the Cisco umbrella, it has some recommended actions that we can take to move this case along. But then we're also going to have the threat intelligence information as well that will then provide, like, based upon the results of like virus total, recorded future, it is then going to have information around, hey, are these observables malicious, suspicious, or benign from those reputational sources? So now at a glance and at my fingertips, I have all the information that I need to know to really take this from that triage into the investigation. And we do have additional tools that will allow us to search for additional context. So let's say if you're using the Turbine platform for vulnerabilities as well, now directly from the case here, we then leverage the Hero AI to find out that additional context. Like, hey, have we seen any vulnerability information before? Because that could potentially increase the severity of this particular alert, because if it's something that has more risk associated to it from those vulnerabilities. So we can see that there are a couple vulnerabilities that we found on this particular host. So maybe I want to take this information and then save it into the case, so that way going forward I can always understand that at this point in time there was vulnerabilities that we're dealing with, and so that just allows me to provide the additional context of what happened within this case. And so now I have the information that I need to understand, like, well, what do I need to do next? And so this might be something where, well, I want to go ahead and reach out to the user to say that, hey, was this actually you, leveraging our out of the box content for collaboration, where it ties into like email, Teams, or Slack, or any other collaboration channel. And we can see that we sent the response and they denied that that was them. So then based upon that, I was like, well, since the user denied the events in question, I want to go ahead and then contain that host, so that way we can make sure that we can go and clear out anything that we need to, or run any additional like investigations before we rejoin that host to the network. And then ultimately, we can summarize all this information within the case here. So that way I don't have to copy and paste any information. I can then have the Turbine platform just take the work they've already done and then create a after actions report that basically breaks down what happened, what were the remediation actions taken, what is the case timeline. And so that way you can quickly and efficiently get through the cases, and then maybe layer on some automation of auto closing those cases, so you really only see what you need to and really what you need to focus on within that analyst queue on the dashboard. So thanks for your time today. And if you're interested to take a closer look at the case management capabilities of the Turbine, don't hesitate to reach out.